Small rustic huts, sprawling fields of mustard, village women draped in saris carrying their daily yield from the fields. Common scenes from a typical Indian village landscape. Uncommon is when you chance upon a young village child who speaks English with a clear diction. It is indeed fascinating to see rural India keep pace with the growth of the country. This is Seetamarhi, a village of great mythological significance. According to the Hindu epic Ramayana, it is here, in the ashram of Rishi Valmiki, on the holy banks of the Ganga, that Sita gave birth to Love and Kush. Punj Lloyd's involvement with Seetamarhi dates back to the time when our Chairman Emeritus, SNP Punj, visited the land and an instant bond was established. Punj Lloyd holds its head high when it comes to doing its country proud. Besides creating infrastructure across the length and breadth of India and globally, Punj Lloyd has pioneered many initiatives for a better and enriched living under the aegis of the Pandit Kanhaiya Lal Dayavanti Punj Foundation. One such growth story is that of Bhadohi in the Sant Ravidas Nagar district of Uttar Pradesh, where Punj Lloyd has almost exclusively adopted 3 villages: Baripur, Narepar and Bankat. Efforts made in the field of social development can be clearly gauged by the holistic development of this district. Realizing that education was the only medium which could transform the mindset of the villagers, Punj Lloyd set up the Dayavanti Punj Model School in Seetamarhi. Mr. Punj's vision for the school was to make it comparable to the best in the country. He wanted the young village children to be provided with the best educational opportunities for their future careers. And brick by brick, his vision became more achievable, more doable. Catering to over 1,400 students every year, today the school is a pioneer center for learning, fighting the evils of illiteracy, gender bias, social evils, inculcating rich values in the children and ensuring that they grow up to become honest and conscientious citizens of the country. The school building today stands tall, an imposing brick structure, dominating the entire landscape of village roads and mustard fields. Inside, it houses infrastructure that speaks for itself and for the experience it brings to the young, questioning minds of the village children. A large stadium for events, boasting of an acoustic curtain created using German technology. A high-tech stage, complete with sound and light, with a wooden floor fitted with springs to prevent fatigue in children. A well-stocked library, a highly advanced computer room, and even a science center. The Science Center at the school is designed to bring simple principles of science to children using interesting examples. The art of patience via the hand-skill coordination game. The mysteries of concave and convex mirrors, or the head on a platter. Young children surprise you with their knowledge of megapixels of cameras, knowledge acquired during their photography classes in school. Dayavanti Punj Model School might have made its mark today, but its institutionalization was not free of challenges. Good teachers did not wish to stay in a backward area to provide education to village children, questioning the standard of education that could be provided. The villagers themselves were not inclined to the concept of education, especially that of the girl child. Battling with these multifarious issues, Punj Lloyd set out on an ambitious project, its first step being the construction of high-quality accommodation for teachers. Once the teachers' quarters were established, Punj Lloyd started construction of the school, the district's largest educational institute. Every employee of the foundation was handpicked based on levels of commitment, trust and dedication towards charitable causes. For that reason, every employee has a story to tell. They recall how getting village children into the school was a challenging task, with teachers going door to door, persuading families to send their children and highlighting the provision of free education for the girl child. Slowly the message spread, with girls taking their first step towards education. In the days to follow, the village community opened its mind to education, now wanting even their sons to get an equal opportunity. The school started making rapid strides as a co-educational school in a male-dominated society. Coming from poor, underprivileged families, mostly farmers or small-scale handicraft workers, the school children had no access to either nutritious food or a regular supply of power, both of which were serious deterrents to their growth and learning. Punj Lloyd then realized that the existence of the school was unsustainable unless the children of extremely poor families were provided further amenities to free them from the pressures of their family problems. The school hence took the next major step of establishing a hostel for children whose homes were either too far or families too poor to sustain their education. Believing in the sanctity of life, the emphasis always remains on a healthy mind and body and on hard work to earn, in this case, education. The hostel mess provides for the children's health. Nourishing nuts and milk are provided twice a day to all the children. An occasional banquet is organized where children get served special food. A special troupe of the famous Ram Leela of Delhi is often invited to Seetamarhi to present Ramayana to the children. Punj Lloyd realized that while education was of paramount importance in the development of Seetamarhi, it was also vital to look at its social development holistically. It was crucial to alleviate poverty to allow families to flourish. Punj Lloyd identified families below the poverty line, providing them unique ID cards with free food grain. Every month, as many as 1,300 families are provided 11 kilograms of grain each. Equally important was health. A healthy community could be expected to rise to the challenges of development, but with no signs of any medical aid in the near vicinity, this was unlikely. Irregular attendance in school was enough to prompt Punj Lloyd to launch its health initiative. Arrangements were made to make announcements to villages within a radius of 12 kilometers from Seetamarhi about the organization of free medical camps. With treatments coming to their doorstep, hordes of villagers now gather around the mobile medical ambulance to be treated for their ailments. The ambulance makes its rounds village to village, armed with a general practitioner, a gynecologist, and an ophthalmologist. Free medicines are provided to the villagers. Aside from the free medical camps, the foundation has also set up a 24-hour hospital in the school premises. The hospital has brought to the village the latest medical facilities, including ultrasound, ECG, X-ray, laboratory for diagnostic tests, and operation theatres, among others. Special cards have been provided to over 1,300 families who are below the poverty line, entitling them to free treatment at the hospital. Besides catering to emergencies and routine childbirths, surgeons are called in for advanced surgeries like hysterectomy, hernia, hydrocele, gallbladder, etc. A dedicated team of doctors and nurses attend selflessly to the well-being of the village community. A special team of doctors from Venu Eye Hospital, Delhi visit Seetamarhi every week to conduct eye surgeries on the senior population suffering from cataract and other eye disorders. Calipers and prostheses are provided to handicapped and polio-affected children and adults. Concurrent to these health initiatives, additional methods are adopted to generate awareness about the need for cleanliness and hygiene. The cleanest house is presented a solar lantern. For most houses devoid of power supply, a solar lantern brings an end to their dark evenings. The initiative has resulted in attitudinal changes where now the villagers are conscientious about health and hygiene. A major milestone in the progress of Seetamarhi was the inauguration of a clock tower, 160 feet high, in the school premises. A lofty structure, the clock tower is visible from all corners of the villages, symbolic of a community conscious of the essence of time and poised to grow further. Mr. Punj set up the Seetamarhi temple, today a hallmark of this beautiful land with millions of devotees flocking to seek God's blessings. The temple is one of its kind, the only Sita temple in the country. The beautiful statue of Sita, encrusted with precious stones, stands before breathtaking illustrations from the Ramayana. The Seetamarhi temple is further complemented by the 108 feet high statue of Lord Hanuman, standing in proximity on a 20 feet high artificial rock. These temples have given the people a rich sense of belonging, making them proud bearers of a land with such a rich mythological past. With the increasing number of worshippers, the foundation set up an establishment to accommodate the devotees during their pilgrimage. The temple complex is acclaimed to be one of the cleanest temple complexes in India. It is also serene, transporting one away from the madding crowds into a divine space. The youth comprise a significant proportion of a growing population and have immense potential to contribute meaningfully to the economy. With the village youth in focus, another significant community initiative, that of mass weddings, was introduced. Counseling sessions are arranged at 3 levels for couples to get married. From the priest who inculcates in them the sanctity of marriage, to separate counseling sessions with medical experts for both men and women. The mass weddings also gained immense popularity as they relieved poor struggling families of the unending burden of getting their daughters married to reliable men. Punj Lloyd took on the onus of organizing the weddings from concept to finish. Utmost care was taken in the selection of the bridegrooms. Teams surveying the villages checked the employment status, family income and disposition of each of these grooms to ensure that the women's interests were taken care of. The weddings were performed with the same pomp and show that goes with a typical Indian wedding. In an endeavour to assist the young couple take stock of their new life, gifts comprising beds, mattresses, stoves, utensils to clothes, bicycles and sewing machines are also provided. Seeking to develop self-confidence of young girls and help generate employment opportunities for them, Punj Lloyd next launched a Bal Bhavan, offering a wide range of vocational courses from tailoring, embroidery, painting, arts, music, crafts and beautician courses. The subsidized costs encourage young girls to fruitfully utilize their time and learn skills that they enjoy and can readily pursue. The girls are encouraged to come forth and participate in other events planned by the foundation. The mass weddings witness the young Bal Bhavan girls put their beautician skills to test on the young brides. Sowing seeds for a better tomorrow. That is what Seetamarhi is all about. The various initiatives have made invaluable changes in the lives of the people at Seetamarhi. They have not only made their present life beautiful, but have shown the way towards being a more enlightened community. The sea change in the mindset of people is evidence of the huge impact of these initiatives, paving the way for many more revolutionary changes.